SU-85 and SU-100. These are self-propelled guns that filled the tank destroyer role used in the second half of World War II by the Soviet Union. Sometimes you'll see these armored vehicles representing German armor in older war movies such as the Misfit Brigade.
Lock it up!
Despite their sometimes common misrepresentation, the SU-85 and 100 were popular vehicles. The SU-85 first entered service in 1943. It was armed with the 85mm D5T gun, the same gun that would later be used on T-34 85s. The 85 designation directly refers to the 85mm gun. SU indicates a self-propelled gun. The SU-100 entered service in the fall of 1944 with the larger 100mm D10S gun. 2,650 SU-85s were manufactured during the war. 4,976 SU-100s were produced during and after the war. The SU-100 remained in Soviet service until the late 1960s. SU-100s were exported around the world, including to places like China, which acquired approximately 300. When Germany invaded the Soviet Union during Operation Barbarossa in June of 1941, Soviet tanks such as the T-34 and KV-1 could stand up to German armor. However, by late 1942, Soviet armor started to encounter Tiger tanks. The Soviets needed a new anti-tank gun, and fast. The Soviet 85mm anti-aircraft gun would be modified for this purpose, but it was too large to fit in early T-34 turrets. The gun would fit in the superstructure of the SU-122, which was a self-propelled howitzer, mounting, you guessed it, a 122mm howitzer. This vehicle, like the SU-85 and SU-100, used the chassis of the T-34. The SU-85 received a ball gun mantlet and new telescopic sight. This new design was capable of penetrating a Tiger I from 1,000 meters. It was a fierce design. The T-34 chassis gave it excellent mobility, and the low turretless profile made it hard to hit and hard to spot. Initial armor was only 45mm or 1.77 inches, but it was significantly sloped, greatly improving its effectiveness. The SU-100's frontal armor was upgraded to 75mm or 3 inches. The biggest upgrade was of course the SU-100's gun, the D10S, a gun that would find itself mounted to T-54 and T-55 tanks in service decades after World War II. The gun would give the SU-100 the ability to penetrate 125mm or near 5 inches of vertical armor from a range of 2,000 meters or 1.2 miles. The gun could penetrate a German Panther's frontal armor from 1,500 meters or just under a mile. An SU-100 carried 33 100mm rounds, but had no machine gun, therefore required watchful support against infantry. The SU-85 and 100 was crewed by 4 men. Other improvements to the SU-100 included the standardization of the commander's cupola, which gave the tank commander good all-round vision. By comparison, many German self-propelled gun counterparts lacked cupolas. The SU-100 had an improved diesel engine over the SU-85, but the 85 was the slightly faster vehicle, weighing less, with a maximum road speed of 55 kilometers an hour, or 34 miles per hour. Some transitional versions of the SU-100 and 85 existed. For example, some SU-100 superstructures mounted the 85 gun. This was due to ammunition shortages. A noteworthy Soviet self-propelled gun sharing a similar name to the SU-100 existed, the SU-100Y, originally designated the T-100Y. This was developed from the chassis of the prototype T-100 tank and mounted a 130mm naval gun. This design was mechanically cursed and only one was produced. SU-100s were used in significant numbers late in the war. In Hungary, in March of 1945, SU-100s were critical to the defeat of German armor during Operation Spring Awakening the last major German offensive in World War II. The SU-100 would see use right up until the end of the war. Its powerful gun was valuable, dealing with heavy fortifications during the Battle of Berlin. After the war, SU-100s popped up in a number of Cold War conflicts, including during the Suez Crisis, where Egyptian SU-100s battled against Israeli-modified Shermans. Even today, these vehicles remain in reserve for some nations and have popped up in action in places like Yemen. Alright, I'm Johnny. Thank you for watching this video on the SU-85 and 100. This is normally where I make a joke or pun regarding the content, but a communist tank joke isn't funny unless everyone gets it. Take care, and have a nice rest of your day.